Hear you. Okay. So, like I said, I'm going downtown, and I don't feel like going out today. I hadn't gone out yesterday. There's all these beautiful festivals, and I don't feel like being bothered. And my birthday is next week, and I usually be partying this time. But I realized that today there's going to be a prayer meeting downtown in Buffalo, and that we're going to pray on the situation that is going down. And, this is a battle, whether you guys know it or not. And just like Carrie Fisher, the U.S. Miss USA, if you don't believe in what they say, they will call you anti-gay, which gay is not a group, it's just homosexuals. It's just heterosexuals doing homosexual activity. It is not a group of people. Okay? And so to prove it is as soon as they want children, then they'll do whatever heterosexual activity. There is no procreation in homosexuality, so they will become heteros or do heterosexual. Their innate desire to have children or families is not based on homosexuality. It is based on heterosexuality. So they seek heterosexuality. Their innate desire to even have a child or being married is a heterosexual innate desire. There is no such thing as a homosexual, and there's no such thing as anti-gay or bigots. And for them to call you a bigot is being a bigot, because a bigot is someone who is hateful and intolerant. Christians are not hateful to homosexuals just because they don't believe in it and they got proof. Let me show you here. This does say, I don't know if you can see it, 32 is not a God. Okay? Homosexuality is not a God. Deuteronomy 32 and 32. The vine is of the vine of Sodom. I mean, where it grows from, okay, is the vine of Sodom. And the fields of Gomorrah, their grapes are the grapes of gall. Their clusters are bitter. Their wine is 33. Their wine is the poison of dragons and the cruel venom of asps. Okay, this is this cruelty that they inject and this hatefulness that they inject, that homosexuals inject, is towards anybody who doesn't agree with them. Okay, that's bigotry. Okay, Christians love you. We don't love homosexuality, nor does God. Nor does he love sin, but he does. Now, everybody to a degree likes it because it's fun for a little while, for a little while. And that's the whole thing. When Jesus told the woman near the well, that, the water you drink, you have to keep coming back. The water he drinks is eternal, But everybody deals with that, and we understand that. But it is not to promote it and to make it in law. And let me tell you something. Every sexual revolution in America has backfired. There is no sexual revolution. The hippies was a sexual revolution. All of a sudden, 14-year-old kids start going out there to California, where most of this homosexuality and all this stuff is, concentrate, San Francisco, California, whatever. That whole free sex lifestyle. Immediately, half of them people start dying because of diseases. And we need to start talking about it. AIDS is considered a gay man's disease, because mostly gays died from it. Most of the people who are already dead are people who are gay. The gay leader, the leader of gay rights died of AIDS a month ago. The gay leader, the leader of gay rights died a month ago. Okay. So, we don't like to talk about it, but the reason why a lot of the black females have it now is because that the gay men that infected them is already dead. Okay? The bisexual men who infected these women are already dead. Okay? So, of course we respect the dead and stuff like that, but it's real sad to see, some of these women who are suffering from this disease, So, women generally, and that's why things become very different when men get involved. Because men penetrate. Women don't penetrate. They cannot penetrate each other. It's a different, but when you can go up in somebody's blood and body, it's a whole different thing. Women, they just kind of, but men can hurt and harm and whatever each other, So those are very particular things. So this thing about being a bigot, look up the term bigotry. Bigotry is anybody who comes against somebody who is this, and this homosexual, and this gays latching on to blacks. Well, blacks, look at blacks. Blacks could do it. That's racism. Is they mad because blacks can do something that they can't, and so they appeal to everybody else's sense of racism and other white people's sense of blacks, intimidation and covetousness. Why should blacks be able to do something that whites can't do? That's why they align it with blacks specifically. It is purely because, nobody wants to see, these black people have something that they can't. And really, again, racism, there's a lot of gays who were slave owners. I ain't got nobody against nobody that is white. I got relatives that are white. Really, I don't care. Right? My great grandniece, maybe other members of my family, not that it matters. Maybe other people call her, she's white. She's the most beautiful little, she is white. She is an angel. She got the biggest, prettiest blood, but she white. I don't care. She don't never have to tell nobody that she is black. And if it helps her to get along, then I hope she don't. If that helps her get a good job like some of these gay folks got, then I hope she, I'm not going to feel, now when she bring home the bacon, I ain't going to feel, if she takes care of her great-grand-uncle, I ain't going to feel bad about it, But my little ginger, I named the girl Gingerbread. Her mother is my goddaughter. I loved her, and she is really in the middle of the road. She definitely has the best of both worlds, She's got beautiful, beautiful hair. I mean, she'll never have to get a perm, She saved money on it, And she's got this beautiful brown skin, And so, but she is my heart. And she knows it to this day. I've given her more money than anybody in my family, except for my mother, and my dad. My dad is only a stole that plan. So anyway, this is not a race issue, and it's really their bigotry against black people and covenant against black people that is why they're doing this. Is they first thing, again, the reality we have to think about some of the reality. A pregnant woman who is a woman who has a relationship, a marriage, often gets pregnant. And then leaves the man and don't want a man around them. Women that get real rich can't have certain men around them. They got too much power. They cannot, they don't see a man as a leader or an authority. I could name you one, but I won't. Women deserve, that's what's in the Bible, that women. Now what bothers me is like how people can say that a Bible is not true, but it explicitly says this stuff. It explicitly talks about it. It makes no bones about it. You know, you're going to want your husband power. You know? You know, it's covenantness, you know? And so it's about putting yourself in control first, you know? We all have to submit to power. The greatest man on the planet, I don't care how much power I get from God giving me power, I will have to still submit to him because he is more powerful than I will. You know, it's not even a question of what that is concerned. But only power I will have is because he gave it to me. That's why you shouldn't be bragging and boasting about anything you have, you know? The Bible is such a wonderful word, and it's so sad when homosexuals teach children. And Jesus said, bring the little children unto me. And so when you have that sin and you have children around and you want to justify your sin, you're not going to teach children the truth. And that's where I have a problem. There I go again. It's with the truth, you know. If you know, truth don't go away just because you keep lying on it. You can lie on it 1,000 years and it still won't go away. Anyway, God bless you all. I love you all. Anyway, you know, who are the real bigots?